How much would it cost to create a full profile on every single American and have it always update with the latest information? How many employees would you have to employ to gather all of this information? The answer? 0. Facebook, MySpace, and other social networks have created information that they could never dream of getting. In January 2002, Total Information Awareness was created, but then it was defunded a year later by Congress in 2003. Citizens were outraged by the logo and the goals. So they just took it out of official government hands and said, here's the noose, go hang yourself. Remember they wanted a facial recognition database? I always wondered how they were going to create that. You created it for them. Every time you tag your friends, you're tagging their face into the facial recognition database, and it learns their faces. They wanted to know who all your friends and family members were, where you work, where you go, the things you like, the things you fear, your psychological profile, access to your photo albums. The way your list of friends integrates with other friends' lists and creates correlations and connections is invaluable. Imagine if they license an app to human resource departments that integrates with the police department's list of criminals, and it creates like a numerical value for applying candidates with the amount of criminal affiliation someone has and the types of criminals you associate with, and then different levels of your friends. They can run so many queries on anything now, and we gave it all away. And while you yourself may not associate with criminals or anything you think could be not positive in an employer's eyes, there will probably be like a point system where a value is given to the amount of criminals your friends are associated with, or whatever other discriminatory value, race, religion, sexual preference, etc. So even though you keep your own tracks clean, you also would be required to keep all of your friends' tracks clean. I guess I should be happy about it. They were going to get this information one way or another. I'm glad they chose a much more efficient route than to use tax money. Know this. Every survey you filled out the past 4 years on MySpace and Facebook was all for creating a massively artificially intelligent machine that will represent human intelligence. From all of the surveys, every possible question has been asked, and a wealth of answers and responses have been inputted. It would take a single programmer 500 lifetimes to input the amount of information masses amounts of people have inputted for free. The most insane thing is when people connect all of their accounts together into a single account so they don't have to remember their passwords. You just submitted all of your passwords to a single organization. I see banks are offering all this software to get you to integrate all of your accounts into one. I was at a Miami Dolphins game in 2007 when I looked up and saw an advertisement on the digital banner across the stadium that read, "Have you been chipped?" You turn on that feature in your Twitter account on your mobile device to announce where in the world you are at the moment, so you could be tracked by all of your friends and they'll know wherever you are at any given time. What you did was you actively gave permission to be tracked. You created a travel pattern and broadcasted all of the locations you visit. So now they know where you go, when you go there, how often you go. Then you start to wonder about all of the pictures you uploaded to photo printing services. What's the data retention period on those services? They've got everyone's pictures in their databases. I read in Futurist magazine that one day people will wake up to what's going on with social networking and begin to reject technology altogether. Of course, it'll be way too late at that point. You're probably thinking, well, I could just go in there and delete my Facebook account and my MySpace account. Go ahead, try that. Once you look yourself up on Google, Facebook and MySpace, your profiles have already been slurped into other databases, and it appears everywhere, all over the internet. You're public, man, forever. Ask yourself this: do you use the same username and password for your banking than you do with your email, than you do with your social networking? If you're one of those people that thinks, well, I don't have a Facebook account, I don't have a MySpace account, if you think you're safe, you're not, because all of your friends have Facebook and MySpace pages, and they're all going to take pictures, and you're going to wind up in those pictures, and I'm going to see you. No one is safe. I would suggest everybody look up the article on total information awareness on Wikipedia. It's absolutely fascinating. Also, while you're there, look up ubiquitous computing.